Hello and welcome back. Finally to the the Zodiac trial. Ox, as we last learned, Ox is poisoned. We know Bunny and Dog were behind it, and they forced Pig to do it. Last time we believed Pig when she said that it was Bunny who used the item. Obviously, it turned out to be a lie. So now we're gonna find out what happens if we believe Bunny, because no, Bunny's definitely not gonna go down easily, and Dog, despite being chill, won't let that happen either. So this is what's going to happen when we believe Bunny. I think Bunny's argument makes the most sense because, once again, it's a sensible precaution. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I told you it was me. Dog, I have a hard time understanding why you went along with this in the first place. Why me? Seems like something to do. Like hell, that's your reasoning. You've got the other trait of personality, don't you? Oh no, you've caught me. Why are you debating this, Ox? I already told you who you need to kill if you want to survive. If the group wants to survive, I already know who I have to kill. Ox held the gun up to Bunny's head and fired right between it. Okay, so Ox dies anyway. So Bunny dies anyway. I immediately turned away, but to hear the body hit the floor. People screamed. Ox turned to Dog and fired again. More screams. I wasn't looking. Ox, you have to believe me. I didn't really input the code. I wish I could believe you, Pig. I wish I could. And the third shot fired. Gunfire. A body hitting the floor. Deathly silence. Slurping. Wait, slurping? Ew. Was Ox drinking Pig's blood? That was what he had to do, wasn't it? God, that's disgusting. Curse you, Brian. Hopefully, that should do it. And that was horrible. How could you do such a thing with such a straight face? Believe me, I can maintain my composure due to years of training. I feel like fainting after that. I don't think I will be okay for quite a long time, but at least I will be. At least we will all live for a long time thanks to that. Was it necessary? I believe so. But Pig was willing to risk all of our lives to save her own. I can empathize with her decision, but if you make that choice, you're willing to accept if things go the other way. He said that, but I had trouble looking at him, right at him. What had happened was horrifying. To act in such cold blood like that. How could Ox do such things without blinking? With that settled, the rest of the race went fairly plainly. Dog and Bunny turned out to be ones with the deviant personalities, so there wasn't anything need to be suspicious of one another. We only need to find a total of 9 mana trinkets with those 3 dead. Nope. Still. After that, we all just used the trinkets each round and escape, and we escaped as a group. But it should have been a happy ending. 9 of us got out alive. No, it wasn't a happy ending, was it? But it felt cold. It was hard over the events involving Pig and Ox to sit right with me. So, for the rest of the race, I kept my distance from the members. Even after we all escaped, I had determined not to talk to any of them, any of the others ever again. In the end, Ox, Tiger, Snake, Dragon, Horse, Sheep, Monkey, Rooster, and myself got out alive. But Bunny, Dog, and Pig died. And I couldn't help but wonder if I could be happy with this ending. And it's a 3 spades again, so no matter what, that's a 3 spades. If someone with a deviant personality gets their hands on the Kavka toxin, they will start by targeting the perceived threat. In this case, that would be Ox. However, Mouse may be able to determine the identity of the poisoner despite confusing inferences. In that case, the deaths present in this version of the race will be minimal. Unfortunately, they won't get the right deaths. And so we search for another path. Okay, then, I guess we'll go back to the start then. Back to the beginning. We did snake and rooster, then ox, then bunny and dog. So horse and sheep, and then I don't know who next. Okay, so this time we start with sheepdog, then the pig, a horse. So I guess tiger and bunny and roosters first, and then ox, dragon, and monkey. We haven't done this one, so sure. You know what, Bunny, you're right. If coming up with theories about what's going on helps you guys, go at it. I shouldn't be so concerned about how other people are dealing with this situation. That's the spirit. Though I don't know what's so wild about our ideas. I think she means wildly great. Probably. Well, I'm going to check on the others. You guys keep having fun. And with that, I'll walk to group. Then it's these guys. Okay. So, who do we could do, I forget who we have done. Right. So then the second group would have been horse and sheep, which we find one out of, we only find one of them, so this is where ox and sheep will be. But yeah, we'll be wary. Obviously we need to try and work together, but sheep, there may be people who try and take advantage of you to try and save themselves. So just, you know, keep that in mind and be careful, of course. Thanks for the advice, Mouse. Don't mention it. Right, I said that the other voice. Okay, there we go. So I guess now we do pig and monkey with sheep and horse. And then hopefully we get new information, a new combination. How many? Oh, it was 6 last time. Somehow I got it right. Okay. Ooh, okay, but now who do we have? We have two of you, desperate, and okay, and the content, desperate and content. Okay, so who do we? Who do we? Yeah. What will this outcome lead us towards? I guess is the question. Instead of. Okay, right. It's not unthinkable that people who cares about numbers depriving the world. Okay. So this is definitely new. Even the rest of us die. Outrageous. Yeah, trading 10 lines for 2. Who cares? Numbers depriving me of calling the arts crime. I don't think many would prioritize their own survival. They merely plank whatever. Everyone settle down. When you start panicking, I have the content personality. Ooh. So monkey's willing to admit it, which is a surprise. But I mean, it's like half a surprise, half not a surprise, because I believe she would be the type to. I thought she would have been the type to resort to violence when push came to shove. What? Seriously? No way. This is certainly a surprise. You're admitting it? Naturally, I'm admitting it. To not do so would bring the group undue stress. No, monkey. But with this, I struggled to get the words out of my throat. On the other hand, this revelation was a blessing. Monkey was giving herself up to the group. However, that meant she would certainly die. Had I known Monkey, I had known Monkey for a while. Out of everyone here, she was the person I at least wanted to see die. So for her to meet an end like this, what was Brian thinking? My distress must have shown plainly on my face. At ease, Mouse. You must move past this. I need to move past this? What about you? Death will come to us all eventually. I can't claim that I'm not distraught at this outcome. However, it unfortunately appears I do not have a choice. For the sake of others, even if my body wishes to reject this fate, I will give myself up. Just as I've done with my life. If Horse is the other personality, I imagine he would. Well, I would hope he would give himself up like this as well. Luckily, I do not need to work up. I don't need to work up the courage to actually kill myself. I simply just prevent myself from acting outwardly. But will you be able to go through, Rooster? Sure, she's admitting things herself now, but probably it's just a ploy, right? Oh, so Rooster does it, accuses people no matter what. No matter what the goal is. No matter who it is. I thought it was just because he had the dumb personality. She's clearing herself of suspicion by confessing, so when things go wrong later, we won't blame her. That's not at all. How could you say such a thing about Monkey? Monkey, you may have our backs right now, but can the same be said for later when you're really facing death head on? Seriously, guys? That'll be a lot harder than it sounds, I think. It sounds impossible, actually. So what do you suggest? You all should kill me now. Since I'm going to die anyway, there's no reason to stab me at this very moment. That would be barbaric. Yeah. We'll just restrain you so you can't do anything suspicious. Yeah, we will. Gosh damn it, pig. Pig's fun. Pig is someone you can trust to be a friend, but it will still you'd still expect them to do dumb things. Horse, would you be a doll? Horse looked at Rooster for a moment, as if considering the proposal. Then he made his way towards Monkey. Immediately, I intervened. Whoa! Are you? What are you doing? I'm going to restrain her. Why are we doing that? Did we not just discuss this matter? No, Rooster said some dumb thing per usual, and everyone seemingly went along with it. This is an outrage. Monkey doesn't deserve this at all. Now, Mouse. There's no reason to be upset. If they would feel safer with where I was restrained, I see no reason to refuse that. Great. Thanks for your approval, babe. God damn it, Rooster. Can I rescind my approval? Nope. Anyways, I thought I saw some jump rope in the gymnasium. Why don't we tie her up on a chair with some of that? That will work enough. And just like that, the plan to restrain Monkey was put in motion. Okay, so there's art of it, which is unfortunate. Before we knew it, Monkey was firmly tied to a chair in the middle of the cafeteria. Rooster seemingly took particular delight in restraining the process, a mildly concerning fact. Now, this is certainly satisfying everybody's fears. Now then, I would ask the desperate personality to also confess at this point. Why would the desperate personality confess when they've seen how they'll act when you willingly did it? So, I understand how scared you are, but now that we're all here, things will go much better if you speak up now. Monkey's voice was inspiring, however, her words fell flat. The rest of the room stayed silent. Come now, surely you can speak up now. Save it. Well, I admire your bravery and willingness to sacrifice most unwilling to give up on everything in their life just to help some strangers. Unfortunately, this is the kind of expected result. I see. If it was a matter of actively betraying the group, most would shudder from the action. However, when the action leads to one's death, betrayal isn't by inaction is much more palatable. So what are we going to do now? We don't need to change our strategy at all. Now we just gather 11 trinkets instead of 12. And then we all cross the finish line at the same time. But won't the other person with a determined personality try and reach the finish line before that? What if it's, say, Pig? Me? It's not me. It was an example. You could use your ability and rush ahead 11 spaces. That puts you way in the front. That would be much akin to getting. That would be much akin to getting a check in chess by crashing your queen through the line of pawns. The move that temporarily gets you into lead, but will immediately end your chances of success. If Pig wants if Pig makes her intent to betray the group clear from the start, the whole group will team up and make sure she doesn't beat us. Therefore, it would be in her best interest to hide for the time being and look for some other opportunity to win in one strike. Stop talking about me like I'm going to betray the group. The bottom line is if we all stick to the plan and nothing major goes awry, then the traitor won't have an opportunity to cross the finish line alone. Therefore, we should focus on searching for the minor trinkets. Or split up and search for them now. Hold on a moment, that was an odd suggestion. What do you mean? The person with a desperate personality is still at large. Splitting up, it seems like a rather dangerous idea given the circumstances. I don't know what you're talking about. A single person can't do much on their own. What's dangerous if not finding enough trinkets in time, or minor trinkets in time? We have ample time, and we have been making fine progress. Splitting up only increases the risk proposed. Bad things can happen if everyone is split up. I doubt it. We're in a school, and everyone's on guard. A naive take. Excuse me. I must say, Ox, I feel very. It feels weird for me to be this aggressive, but your suggestion strikes me as rather suspicious. It's the type of thing that someone plotting something would say. Is that so? It appears that even tied up, you intended to sow discord. For everyone's information, I'm the last person who would do anything untoward to this building. If you're accusing me of being the other traitor, Monkey, I'll have you know you're gravely mistaken. I never said you were a traitor. I just said that the proposal sounds like you were scheming something. Things take an ugly turn quick if someone doesn't step in quick. Hold on. Things could take an ugly turn quick if someone doesn't step in quick. Okay, so there was two quicks in the sentence. It feels a bit bad, but this argument I had to support. I'm going to have to support Monkey because I don't think splitting up is going to work. Because I hate to say it, but Monkey has a point. Seriously, even you don't trust me, Mouse? I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that splitting up might not be the best idea. Just, considering the circumstances and all. Why not explore in pairs? It slows down quite a bit. Oh, come off it, Ox. Who died and left you in charge? A lot of us were moving in groups already, and we were doing just fine. We can always change our course and if it looks like we're running out of time. Alright then. If this is what we're deciding on, in that case, let's move in pairs, while one person can go solo. If we're doing partners, can I move for Horse? Yeah, it makes sense that you two pair up. But then again, if Horse has Desperate, it would be pretty easy for him to kill you. I don't have any reason to refuse. Actually, I'd prefer Horse if you move for Tiger. What? Why? To keep you in check. There's no point if there's no point to this if we weren't trying to thoroughly limit everyone's actions, no? And what does pairing with Tiger change? It's someone who can keep up with your abilities physically. Hey, you want to go? Okay, let a horse go with sheep, ox should be fine. I'll go with tiger instead. Fine. In that case, mouse, pig, you two can look together. Alright, sounds good to me. He's gonna pin himself to go alone. I'd like to keep my eye on Rooster, so you're with me. Okay, fair enough. Using your leadership position to my partner with me. Smart move, my friend. This may have been a mistake. Ox, you took a bullet. I respect you for that. Is the solo spot still open? Because I'd like to go with that, please. Fine. Hey, hold on. That leaves me stuck with Snake. Forget that. Indeed, I have some objections with this arrangement. Too bad. Excuse me? I already had enough headache without having to worry about your petty squabbling. Suck it up and work together. Neither of them seemed particularly enthused with that response, but neither of them had any energy to fight Ox when he was so clearly fed up with the group. That should take care of things. Just like that, Ox had devised our new marching orders. Everyone exploded and got to searching. Pig and I decided to. Pig is gonna stab me in the back, isn't she? She does have the group. Look around the second floor in the classroom for a while. We spent a lot of time looking for at some math classroom, but we weren't able to find anything of use. Time flew by quickly. Before we knew it, we were facing the end of round 4. Alright, we might as well input our actions. Right. Don't want to die after all. Yep. Man, dying from forgetting to input your move must suck. Like, not only would it be super painful, but you also have to. It'd also be super embarrassing. You'd be dying, and all the while, you'd just be embarrassed. Like this was the way you were going out. Agreed. But then again, who'd really not just input their move at least once around? I don't know. Maybe if you couldn't. Oh my God, monkey's tied up. Crap, you're right. We should fix that. Yeah, we definitely should. Okay, you stay here. I'll go run down real quick and untie her so that she can input her room and retie her. She's going to die anyway. I mean, that is cruel to say, but like that's the same logic they would apply to us. The only one who came back was Rooster, and then Rooster found out we were genuine, and then cut our throat. I don't want you don't want me to come with you? It's not a big deal. I can do it myself. Okay, I'm gonna trust you. Letting it go off like this technically broke the pair's rule, but as we established, however, for something this mundane, it shouldn't really be a problem. Suit yourself. Just like that, Pig ran to the cafeteria. While she was gone, I took out my tablet and pressed run. And then I waited. After some time, Pig returned. So hey, how'd it go? It went good, I think. You think? Yeah, it was good. I mean, I went and did the thing that I intended to do, and I did it, so yeah, it went well. You're lying, Pig. Okay then, good to hear we didn't accidentally get Monkey executed. Time to keep searching then, yeah? Let's. Pig's gonna stab us in the back. And then we headed out and checked some of the classrooms. We searched for a while, we didn't find use. Eventually, just searching in silence began to feel awkward. I tried to talk, tried for some small talk. So a lot of books around here. It's an English classroom, so that tracks. Right. Are you a big reader, Pig? I used to be. I'd kind of fallen off that for the last couple of years. I can feel that. I think part of growing up is no longer having time to read books. That's a sad way of thinking. Yeah, it is. You know, even with my busy schedule, I bet I could put easily time in my life to read books, at least once a month. You know, I probably could too, yeah. And it would be a good read more often. It would, wouldn't it? I enjoy reading books whenever I got around to it. Same. And I know reading is much better a hobby than watching TV or whatever. I read a study like that, okay? Or I read a study like that. So it'd be totally possible for me to make the time to read more often. It'd be good for me, and I'd enjoy it. Absolutely. It's a shame that there's absolutely no chance I'll go through with that idea, huh? No chance in hell. Not even when I have the exact same thought process in a few months. No, I'll forget about the exact same thing. I'll forget in the exact same way. But I'll be able to constantly make myself time to binge. I will be able to constantly make time to binge TV shows on the weekend. Shows that I won't even really like all that much. Right. But I'd imagine you'd still read some amount of being a journalist. Oh well, that's a different type of reading. A lot sadder type of reading, I'd imagine. Seems depressing to be a journalist. Well, there's a lot more bad news than good. You get used to it though. Well, that's a good. Not really. You just go through so many horrible stories. Right. Whenever I hear about any of those things, I just feel bad for everyone involved. Yeah, well, not everybody. I mean, usually there's some person to blame for it all. Yeah, but it's rarely a good situation for them too. You have to wonder what's messed them up so badly. That to get them to the point of life. Just because they were messed up in life doesn't mean they aren't bad people for it. I never said that. I was just pointing out that I feel bad for everyone. Okay, but why are you feeling bad for perpetrators? I mean, I'm not feeling bad for them in particular. You don't feel rage at them? Not really. I mean, it's not like I know them. Rage is what made them the way they are, perhaps. Yeah, I see. Just if they were made the way they are because of some underlying system, doesn't mean they aren't bad people. Again, I know that. I'm just saying that what's really messed up is what keeps producing the monsters in our society. I mean, if not for those systems, why do they keep showing up? Because evil people always show up? I think I'm not explaining myself well here. Okay, so, when you're writing a hit piece on someone, what's your goal? Do you intend to tear down one individual person? Or do you use it as an opportunity to shed light on the larger issue at play? I don't know. Sounds like individual person. Never really considered it. You haven't? I don't really have time to. It's usually a fast-paced world. Besides, in the end, it all boils down to the same thing, doesn't it? Take down the villain. I guess you've watched too many anime, I think. You see the world in a black and white, view. Either you're good or you're bad. There's no good people who do bad things, and there's no bad people who do good things. It's just good or bad. A moment of awkward silence passed between us. After a pause, Pig spoke back up, seeming a bit defensive. I mean, I get your perspective though. After all, you're a defense attorney, right? I plan to be one. Right. You know, you're usually going to be defending guilty people, right? Tends to be the case. You usually don't take things to court either. Just a lookout for your client. Right. You try and make the prosecutor doubt their case enough to let your client have a life punishment as possible. That's a way of looking at it. I get viewing it from the criminal's perspective. But what about the victim, or relatives of the victim? So is this revealing how she's related to the trial? Because yes, you made an article, but I'm assuming it was a biased article. Them getting justice is a huge thing to give them peace. I mean, sometimes, although actually studies have shown that justice against the criminals actually ultimately doesn't tend to give those affected the crime that much peace. But that's not always the case. I mean, look at the situation we're in. We returned to searching in silence. Before long, we finished our search. Well, the round's almost over. I should probably let Monkey use a tablet again. You do that. I'll input my tablet and give the room here another once over until you come back. Okay. I don't trust Pig. You know, I feel like she's up to something. And like that, once Pig left the room, I pulled out my tablet and began to choose run. Then I looked over, waiting for Pig to return. Didn't take her that long. Where next? Well, actually, why don't we go check on the classroom I woke up in? I wasn't on the lookout back then, so I possibly missed some stuff there. All right, lead the way. I'm expecting a knife in the back. And just like that, I took her to the classroom where I woke up in. Memories. God damn it, mouse. It was only hours ago, but I feel like it feels like several lifetimes ago. I was so naive back then. Just a child ignorant of the ways of the world. True, there was some fear in me, but more so, I was filled with wonder. Could it be? Stop romanticizing the past. Back then, when Mouse, are you okay? You've been staring at nothing for a bit now. Oh, sorry. Let's begin looking around. We give the laboratory a thorough sweep. Man, this could be this must be a pretty good school. We've got a ton of chemicals here. Really, this stuff is top of the line. Yeah, this place is nice. Before long, we found a safe hidden in one of the cabinets. Alright, this is something. Now we just need to find the passcode on it. Well, there's only one place in this room that has a lot of numbers on it. The whiteboard still has a lot of equations on it. That's probably means something. Maybe. But I always sucked at chemistry. So I can't really make heads or tails of it. Leave it to me then. I actually thought about being a chemist back in high school. I was great at it. Really? Then by all means go ahead. And then like that, Pig got to work giving the whiteboard a thorough analysis. Meanwhile, my eyes were drawn to some old graffiti written on one of the desks. C-R-R-E. By the looks of it, I'm assuming they're chemicals, aren't they? By the looks of it, it hadn't been there for long. And it was an odd capitalized R. We're in chemistry room, it didn't take long for me to connect the dots. I found a periodic table and checked. And then over it, the safe put 2475. As expected, it opened. Okay, yeah, you got it open. Yep. I reached in, grabbed a token of an introspection of Pig Minor Trinket written on it. Well, it seems like we squatted the jackpot. How did you get it open? I'm awesome. That doesn't answer my question. How does it not? You know, forget it. How many trinkets do we have in total right now? Well, let's pile them together. I did as she asked and put all the trinkets I had on the table. There was a total of 2. Not great. Right, good to know. I'll hold on to these for now and keep them in one place. Alright. And like that. God damn it. Why would we give... Oh, Caden. Like that, Pig took trinkets in her pocket. The round's getting close to ending, right? You're right. Let's put let's input our actions, then go back down to the cafeteria and meet back up with the others. Then, yeah. I thought things were settled but then Pig spoke. Hey, Mouse. Yeah. Your action should move you the same number of spaces as if you choose to run normally, right? Presumably, if I hit your ride on someone who just moves one space, yeah. Is that really true? Huh? Don't you want to test it out just to make sure? That'd be nice too. This round, why don't you try hitching a ride on me? That way we'll see for sure if there's pigs using us as a scapegoat, saying that we planned this together, isn't she? She's going to use her ability to move last, because then we're going to move 10 spaces, and then we'll be able to move another 2, because Ox is going to chase after us, and all hell's going to break loose. So, and I think that's going to be a perfect chance to witness on the next episode. So, thank you for showing up, and I'll hopefully see you on the next one.